വീഡിയോ ആണോ?
Hi, I'm Nayana, and I would like to preface this by saying I went on this trip in November of 2024, and it is now February of 2025. So I don't remember things as well as I did then, and I also have just a bad memory. So I'm gonna probably miss a lot of details here and there, but I guess it won't make a difference to you. Anyways, I'm not exactly sure where it's rooted from, but in the past year, I've gotten urge to travel more and put myself in new circumstances and situations. But when I think back to how I've lived, I guess I've always had change in environments imposed on me. I've moved between schools and neighborhoods and states and countries, and I feel that the more new environments that I experience, the more I grow as a person. And why would I not want to be a better human and grow every day? So I'm rambling a lot now, but the point I'm trying to say is I've just been trying to take every opportunity I get to experience something I haven't before. Hence, me going on somewhat of an impromptu trip to Ladakh. I also didn't plan on making this video or anything, but then I had lots of videos and photos, and it's February, like I said, so it's like my social media is sick of everything. So here it all is. If I'm being honest, I did not know Ladakh existed until a month before this trip. So for those of you geographically illiterate like me, Ladakh is a union territory in northern India. And that part is administered by India. And there's a part administered by Pakistan called Gilgit-Baltistan. And even China administers parts of eastern Ladakh. So now back to the trip. The first thing anyone will tell you when you go to Ladakh is that you need to acclimatize in Leh. So Leh is the capital city of Ladakh, and acclimatization refers to having to adjust to a new environment, which could be due to a high altitude, climate, etc. So in this case, it is both climate and high altitude. So you got to make sure your oxygen levels, blood oxygen and all of that has to be adjusted before you go anywhere else, because I think everywhere else in Ladakh is at a higher point. It's typically also colder and a little bit harsher. So while we were in Leh, we stayed in this hostel, and we weren't there too much unless we were taking breaks in between going places, or we were there for sleeping and eating because they did have food there. There was also lots of board games there, so we had fun with that. I think we played Uno cards and all of that. But from what I can remember in Leh, we rented scooters one day and we went to Magnetic Hill. Now, Magnetic Hill is supposed to be a cool hill where I think it's easier to go up the mountain than go down because of something. I don't know, that's what makes it special, but honestly it was too fucking cold because we went in the off season and not many tourists go there at that time. So there wasn't treks that we could take, and it was so cold. We were not prepared. We didn't have gloves or anything, so we were all driving these scooters gloveless in the such cold air. And we were driving and we got there and we didn't even understand what was going on. We didn't even stand outside to look at the magnetic hills because we were too cold. We just went into this little empty cafe. We're the only ones there, and we just drank chai, had some Maggie, and honestly came back. But it was still fun. The next day, I think we went to the town area. There were so many little shops and restaurants and stuff, and we were just sort of walking around. It was so cute, genuinely it was so pretty. We also went to this nice restaurant, not nice as in fancy, but nice as in vibey. It had good vibes. Also, we had a friend that was from Ladakh, so he knew a lot of local places and he knew where to take us, which was honestly the biggest blessing. And the place that he went to, we put a campfire and we listened to Ladakhi songs and all that, and it was honestly really nice. This is so embarrassing, but I genuinely don't remember much, so I'll just say the things I remember. I remember while we were driving, my friends wanted to drift the little pickup truck. While they did, truck got stuck in the sand and we were stranded there for hours. The whole day was gone, but honestly it was really fun. And they had to call I don't know, JCB, Yeah, so the local friend went into the city, which was hours away, got the JCB, came back, had to pick us up. It was so chaotic, but honestly, core memory. We also went to a couple of monasteries, and my God, were they beautiful. Like, when you think, or at least when I think about religious places of worship, I don't think of colorful. They will be structurally beautiful most of the time, but you won't think like colorful. But these were one of the most like beautiful buildings I've ever seen, and the view from them were also really great. My favorite one that we saw was the Tikse monastery. I think that's how you say it, but it was honestly really beautiful. Also, my Ladakh friend was explaining some things about Buddhism, because I'm also the most like religiously illiterate person ever, and I really like a lot of the ideas and beliefs of Buddhism. There's one specific one he told me about. I'm not gonna go into it too much because I'm like probably one of the worst people to talk about the ideas of Buddhism, but one concept that really stuck to me was impermanence, about how nothing is permanent. I thought that was nice. We also went to a village which was called the Last Village on the India-Pakistan border, and I don't remember the name, but it was great. It was really beautiful, and we were making jokes like, haha, we're on the Pakistan border. Oh my God, we're Indians trying to cross Pakistan. And one of my favorite places we went to was this hot springs. It was a hot spring, obviously, and the water was so nice because the surroundings were super cold, and the view was very beautiful, sort of hills with snow on it. There was also some other monks there, which was nice, and we just sat there like little kids fighting the hot spring, and it was just so calming. Like, I genuinely felt cleansed, and it was a great time. Some other key points I'll just run through was that we really wanted to go to Hanle, which was where they would have lots of stargazing stuff, like there'd be beautiful stars, but we unfortunately didn't have time to go see that. But even then, during the drives at night, we would like stare out into the sky. It was filled with stars. It was genuinely the most stunning thing I've ever seen. And there were lots of animals also. I did not expect to see this many animals. Oh my God, there were such cute puppies. Like, they were so adorable. Like, so many dogs were there. And I found that the dogs here have more thicker skin. Like, they all look like wolves, and they were so cute. And also, like, other animals. Like, we saw a lot of donkeys. That was so fun to just like watch them do their thing. But yeah, a lot of animal exposure. Other than that, this trip was overall really fun. It was so cold because I have experience in cold weathers. Like, I've lived in an extremely cold city for like years of my life. But the thing is, they have heating there, so it's much easier to deal with. This place, there's no heating, so it's genuinely difficult at sometimes because it's so cold. But it's so fun, and definitely things I've not experienced before. I would highly recommend, if anyone ever plans to go, please go. It was friggin' awesome. Anyways, that's all. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.